After doing several dozen webinars in 2012, I finally concluded that the webinar format simply was not up to the task at hand, or at least the task that I was attempting to pursue, which was to provide a context for evolving one's understanding of various systems thinking concepts. It was just too difficult to schedule multi-session webinars in amongst people's busy schedules. So the idea was to then go ahead and figure out how to simply create insight maker models, which were systems thinking concepts, very well defined, well structured definitions of concepts that could be embedded in a video and then strung together in learning threads so that one could in fact pursue this set of videos at their own pace as needs be, as they were interested, as they thought that it was a concept that it would be appropriate to go ahead and delve into a little deeper. And building on the Khan Academy format, the idea was that the videos would be, 5 to 10 minutes long. So this particular structure was conceived for the Insight Maker models, so that the model itself was in fact turned into a video with a voiceover, which I'm doing at the moment, and then published on YouTube, but they were also strung together like a string of pearls to create a learning thread. And after a couple of hundred of these were developed, they were in fact implemented in something called co-mapping, so that the individual pearls were strung together in a number of different learning threads, one on systems archetypes, one by modeling and simulation with Insight Maker, and systemic strategy, so that an individual can in fact walk through this thread, and when they find an element of interest, there's a slight description or small description and links to a video or a wiki page or whatever is appropriate. There are a couple of difficulties with this implementation in co-mapping, in that one, it's done with see, I forgot it. But it's done in a way so that people can't can't interact with this on their iPads, which I got beat up about profusely, which is understandable. And it's strictly hierarchical. It's hierarchical sideways, but it's still hierarchical. And the ability to do many-to-many relationships to actually show that certain modules or of these elements are in fact used in multiple threads is completely lost in this context. So what I was really looking for was something more in line with a metro map, where there are in fact some number of conceptual elements that appear in multiple learning threads, and one can in fact tell the difference between them. So I am now in the process of re-implementing all of these learning threads in something called the Brain, or from a company called thebrain.com. And here is the current incarnation of it, implemented or embedded into a wiki page, so that one can in fact wander and have a better sense of context. And I can in fact color the threads so that if you run into a place where the same node appears in multiple threads, you can keep track of which thread that you're currently looking at. It provides a sense of context so that as you migrate around in this environment, you get a sense of where things are, and it's easier to have a context and to be able to navigate in the environment. And when you find something of interest, you can simply click on the link here and it will take you to the video. so that the videos, most of all of which, I mean, it's surprising how much you learn every day about what you didn't know yesterday. So that practically all of the videos and all of the Insight Maker models have to, in fact, be redone based upon the last 6 months worth of learning. So that'll probably keep me busy for the rest of this year. And in addition, numerous aspects of systemswiki.org are also being migrated into this environment. So in terms of navigating in this environment, there are a set of pins across the top which are hotspots to take you back to the actual root of this implementation, or to the learning threads. As you visit various nodes or thoughts, there's a running thread across the bottom of the places that you visited, so that you can in fact get back to places that you have been previously simply by clicking on one of those thoughts. And while you're in the context, the only thing that you really have to remember is that a green dot indicates that there is more information in that particular direction. So that here there are subnodes to model library. Here it indicates that there's one or more jump thoughts from this particular thought, and they could in fact be above. Well, you can see the ones above. So just if there's a green dot, you can in fact migrate in that direction. And this is the version of this embedded in a wiki page. You can in fact simply go to the Brain Cloud Services itself and get a full page view of it, which gives you, more room to expand out the view of the network. So I would offer that here it is. Go ahead and wander around in it. If you have questions, here is a link to a Q&A thread in Systems Thinking World, so that you can, if you have questions, you can ask them, and they'll get sent to me and I will answer them. So hopefully this turns out to be a more appropriate vehicle for presenting these learning threads than the one used in the past, though I expect that in 6 months I'll again end up at a point where I wish I'd have known 6 months ago what I know today, and I'll end up starting over again. But that sort of is the nature of progress, I guess. So take care, and I'll see you in another video pretty soon. Bye.